Okay, so first I'm going to show you how to make the flowers like this in order to make the ornament with the flowers. So first you need squares cut at 2 inches by 2 inches. You need 5 to make one flower because each one of these little squares equals a petal. So I'm going to show you how to fold it first. First you take them and you line up the top points. You just squeeze it tight so that it's nice and flat. And then we're going to take up this one side here and bring it to this top point here. Try and get it as even with the edging as possible. Flatten that. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. So then you end up with this nice little diamond shape like that. And I have several of these made that I have inked along the sides. And I'm actually going to use these ones to make the ornament. So I'll take one of these, and there's 5 here again so that you can make one flower with each of these. Then you take this corner and you're going to fold it in half up against this edging here. So if you can see that, like that. And we're going to do that on both sides. I'm just going to pinch it in half and then fold it up to the edging so then it looks like this neat little shape. And then we're going to unfold it and actually pull this side out and then lay it flat. So that it does like this. And move these ones out of the way here. And again, we'll do that on both sides. And then very simply, we're just going to fold the corner down until again it's even along this edging. Like that. Both sides. And then we're going to fold these back over into that half part where it's already lined there from our previous folds. You can see that there. Alright, and then okay, so now that I have my 5 petals all folded exactly, and by the way, I would recommend using the Close to My Heart B&T Duos instead of just the cardstock. It's just, the cardstock's a little too thick and harder to fold than the B&T Duos. We're going to take our petal here that we've already pre-rolled and our handy dandy glue gun. And just do a bead of glue right here. And it's okay if it comes off the side a little bit, because once it dries, you can just pull that away. Okay, so now that we have all 5 of our petals glued together, you can see here in the petals, we're going to go ahead and glue them to each other to start making the flower. So we'll take a little of our hot glue along one edge, like so, and then we're just going to put them together and trying to line them up as best you can. Sometimes I'm better at it than others. So it looks about like that. And I usually do 2 together at a time. It's just my way of doing it. You're welcome to do it however you like. I know my sister-in-law prefers to do 4 together and then glue the last one on. And there's again, we have 2 more petals together. And then I usually take this last one and glue it to one of my already glued together petals, sets of petals here. Like so. And then we have 3 there in that group and then 2 in this one. And now I'm going to show you how to put the twine on the first. I always do it on the first flower so that way I just don't forget to do it. This is for your ornament to be able to hang from. My twine here is about 14 inches, but you're welcome to make it any length that you need it to be, for however long or short you think it needs to be to hang off of your tree. I'm going to take the two ends and just tie it in a little knot here. And that'll give me my loop. And then we're going to take this bit, this end here with the knot in the bottom, and I'm going to actually place it right here. And if it hangs down a little bit, it's okay. It's going to be hidden in the rest of the ornament by the other flowers. So we're going to take a little bit of the hot glue here again. And I will just put it here in the center like so. And then take the twine and just lay it in there. You want to obviously try not to touch it because the glue is going to be hot, but sometimes I give it a little extra press to make sure that it stays in there. So there's that part. And then we'll take your last two petals here and we're going to attach them to this grouping here, and that'll give you your final flower piece here. So we're going to add a little glue to this side and a little to this side. And I'm going to line it up here with the flower petals, the other petals. And be sure to press it all the way around so it gets nice and tight. And there's your first flower with your twine. And then I just use, because Close to My Heart doesn't really offer anything like this, these are little beads that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, that it's just a little half of the pearl, if you can see that there. I'll move my hand. And then I just use a little bit of the hot glue again and put it on the back of the bead and then press that down into the center. On this particular one with the twine in it, I try to make sure that the twine is pulled apart so that it sits here, and then it just acts as a little extra to hold the twine in place for your ornament. So here's the little box of beads that I was telling you about that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to take this one here and we're going to glue it to our flower like I was trying to explain. I think it'll be easier if I just show you. So we're going to take our hot glue gun and just put a dab there on the back. I try to make it a little generous because sometimes my flowers aren't as tight together as I like them to be. So I'm going to just, for example, this one is not as tight together as I would have liked it. Alright, we'll just press that in there and get that extra glue off. It's definitely not as straight as I would like it. And just make a little adjustment there. Perfect. So there is our completed flower. Now, I haven't gotten very many flowers put together yet this morning, but I will go ahead and show you how to start putting your flowers together to make your ornament. It's very simple, and once you get started, obviously you can see what you need to do to complete the ornament. So you take your first flower here, and you want to make sure your flowers line up against the petals, giving it out that little bit of space there in between. That way you're not trying to keep them tight like this, because I've tried that and they don't work out nearly as well. So this is definitely the best option, is to put the flowers where their petals are back to back. So then when you, after you've done these first two, you'll want to add one like here, and then these petals will actually line up with the one here, and so on and so forth. So we're just going to take a little glue, put it where you can see it, put it along these petals, the backs of these petals. And then just press them together. Like that. And if there's a little extra on the back, it's okay. It's all, again, going to be hidden by the other petals as you go. So like if we were to add this one in here, you wouldn't see it. It would go like that, and no one's going to notice. And that's how you put together the flower origami ornament. Good luck, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.